What's up, gang? This is the beginning of our Oni playthrough. If you don't know anything about Oni, you're in for a treat. This game is sick. It is a 2002 PlayStation 2 title and PC title that I fucking loved as a kid. I was like, 2002, I had just, I was a couple years out of middle school, and I was still kind of in my anime era, and this, like, opening video was freaking sick. I loved it. I thought it was so cool. And I can't remember, like, I owned this game both on PlayStation 2 and on PC, and the PC version was better, but the port to PlayStation 2, like, it's not terrible. But, like, this kind of stuff, it didn't even matter if the game was garbage. Like, I would have loved it. You've got this super cool, like, Ghost in the Shell, kick-ass girl with purple hair. Like, that was enough for me. Her name is Konoko. You play as Konoko. She's a TCTF agent. She has a secret that will be revealed through the game. I'm sure that I will spoil it at some point. But she is kind of a super soldier, and that is cool. She almost looks like Wolverine. So yeah, let's get this party started. So we're actually going to start a new game, and when you start a new game, you go through training mode. So you go, oh, this is such a cool piece of key art for Konoko, just like the bap as it's too cool. Bah! You've got teeth and blood coming out there as she fires her pistol. But so essentially, the reasons why I liked this game at the time and still have very fond memories of it, you can do a lot of stuff. I felt like this game is almost more it's almost more like 3D fighting game than it is anything else. But here we are, we're in combat training. You've got Shinatama. She's the doll that's sort of plugged into our brain. We are a very valuable asset to the TCTF. So we're going to run through this thing and see how we do. That means you're almost ready for field missions. So essentially, we've been training. We've got some cool stuff going on under the hood. And yeah, we can move around with this. I actually use the D-pad instead of the analog stick. So I use the analog stick, the right analog stick, to look around, and I use the D-pad to move. It's just for whatever it's just a little easier. So we need to practice dashing. So running, dashing, moving around, all that stuff is sort of slowly unlocked as you play the game. So like, woo. That's it. You're dashing perfectly. We'll have this. I forgot that we have this here. We need to wait for the little indicator, and then we need to practice our dash around the perimeter. Dashing is important in this game, and it's something that will be used, constantly throughout. Let's run back to this thing here. We'll use the console. Another thing that is, we're going to be using a lot of consoles in this game. A lot of consoles. And then we're going to open this door, and we're going to jump. So jumping is something that luckily is not used a ton, but it is very aggravating when it is used, because jumping is probably like the worst thing in the game. It is just like not fun at all. And then the reason why it's not fun is because Konoko does like a jump, but then she also sort of has this like stutter step if you're jumping too fast, and it is horrifying to like just be like playing the game and try to jump and then find yourself falling off a cliff. OSHA does not exist in this world. There are many incredibly tall structures, outdoor venues, just open to falling immediately to your death. Yeah, you've got overlooks. My brothers and I. So I used to play this game a lot with my brothers. My brothers and I would always place bets on whether this trainee would win or lose. Oh, the back. So the thing that we are going to be doing, we did actually watch the trainee die a few times, which was hilarious. So we're going to watch this to the close, because you gotta. But she pulled off a backbreaker, and the backbreaker is the coolest move in this game. It is a nearly one-hit KO. Ooh, nice running grab. So Yeah, it is one of the coolest moves in the game. It is a one-hit KO on almost every enemy in the game, and we're going to be doing everything in our power to be backbreaking fools. We're just going to be trying to backbreak, and we'll have maybe I'll put like a backbreak counter up. Maybe not for this one, but if we get any. But I think maybe we'll track backbreaks during the run, which would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, somersault. I'm just talking. I'm just talking and ignoring our friend Shinatama. So we've got a whole bunch of escape moves, which is cool. Definitely sliding is really important. A really good move here to knock tough enemies down. We did that terribly. There's a lot of laser sensors in this game, which are incredibly tedious to deal with on a regular basis. Yeah. So yeah, we got to dodge. We're gonna do some dodge stuff. We can do side rolls, and that's the cool thing about Konoko. She's got a lot of I love the way her head sort of follows. Whoop. She has a lot of different cool stuff that she can do, and I feel like this is pretty complex for a PlayStation 2 game. You have, a jump flip onto folks' heads, which is sick. You have a whole bunch of punches. This will hit enemies, which is kind of cool. Your slide will hit. And yeah, so we've got close combat. Close combat is sort of where this game really takes the cake. I really like it. But it's not for everybody. It is very clunky and it doesn't feel great a lot of times. But you do have cool combos. It's just the timing, it just doesn't feel great a lot of the time. So then you unlock a new attack move every mission. So you sort of you don't have her full kit until really deep in the game, which is a shame because she does have some cool stuff that would be very valuable learning later. Or learning earlier. Boom. Boom. So now we're going to go fight some robots. Robots you're not going to see very often in the game. They will be replaced by normal humans. So here's the drone. We've got some drone boys. Boom. I always also really thought this was a cool way to show health. You also have crouching attacks, and then you can follow those up. So most enemies will sort of we almost had the backbreaker. So yeah, that was it. Let's go to the next training room. Let's keep cooking. This guy will do throws. I'm going to show you the power. Boom! Done. He's dead. That's it. That's all it takes. The backbreaker. We're going to try to do backbreaking nonstop. This is the punch version of it. Sort of a suplex. It is not as good. We did not break their spine. The other throws are they're fine. But that's just the coolest fucking thing. You also have running grabs and running throws. Or excuse me, running throws. So this is the the kick, run, throw, and then you have sort of a flip. Oh, that's her spinning back fist. Fine, we'll do one more. Ooh! So cool. So we'll try one more throwing or running. Whoop! Excuse me. Let's go to the next combat room, baby. You can also taunt. We're gonna do some blocking now. So blocking is so tricky in this game. It's not real. You're gonna get dunked. You're gonna get dunked so hard. You're supposed to be basically facing, exactly facing the opponent. It just doesn't work that well. I found in practice, at all. Also, some powerful moves can stagger you. Absolutely. That's where you get, that's kind of where I mean this game is a 3D fighting game. It actually, there's tons of, frame disadvantage on certain hits. You are at a massive frame disadvantage, so attacking out of it is problematic if they follow up. There's a lot of stuff like that in this game, and knowing when to, interrupt, all that jazz, it's too cool. So here we're just going to shoot out these guys. Gun stuff is like really messed up in this game with the PS2 controller. It's so much nicer with the mouse. We've got the recoil from our pistol with our standard issue TCTF pistol. We got no problem. We'll reload here. Now, we actually get a training score here at the end. I've gotten like 97s. I'm curious now what my training score is going to be. Yeah, as you can see, like this is just like not great with the PS2 controller. Again, with the mouse, it's like so clean. But luckily, shooting, you actually get so you can put your gun away, but you can also then choose other weapons. This is a plasma rifle. This shoots flaming hot plasma. It's problematic, burns people, hurts them. So we've got these drones. We're gonna take them out. Should take, I think, it takes 3 or 4 hits on a human. Yeah, I would not want to be a dude who is getting hit with superheated plasma. But that is it. So this is kind of why I wanted to do this story, like do this part of the story mode. Like you start learning about people, like specifically Commander Griffin. You get a few other story tidbits here. We got 100. Booyah. I'm not sure how it doles out the score, but I don't think I've ever gotten 100 before. So, performance anxiety, I don't think so. We've got a diary. You get sort of a you get sort of a little thing here, and you can look at the different weapons you can find. It has your special moves, all that stuff. Kind of cool. Not super necessary. It'll be necessary if you don't know what you're doing. But otherwise, like, let's learn about the things that are going to be happening to us. So we've got our trial run here. So this is Konoko's very first mission. She's heading into a syndicate warehouse. This is Commander Griffin. Hi, Hachi looking motherfucker. Yeah. So this is the good stuff here. I've tried to put myself in a place where it wouldn't be problematic, but what do? They've got like literally all 4 corners. So we're gonna leave me here. I'm on it. This will be our first batch. We'll do training, and then we'll do this first mission. So you'll notice a bunch of words like data and latency, bioplasmic waveforms, a whole bunch of this stuff is sort of jumping out. She needs a trial run, so she's a very valuable asset to the TCTF. And this Kerr guy, he is a little more empathetic towards Konoko and her super soldierness. Now, this is sort of, I want to show off the first bit. No, did the game freeze? Oh no, okay. I was really worried for a second. Alright, so you'll see here we have a bad guy. Now this bad guy can spot us. The enemy AI is incredible. It has the best eyeballs in the biz, despite being crouched. Now, what I really want to do is I want to jump forward, and I want to smash that dude with a kick. I'm terrible at aiming, but I think we can pull it off. Let's try. Nope, I didn't even kick. But he's dead in one combo. So, that's cool. One thing that you'll notice here is we've got this door. We also have this terminal. There are so many terminals in this game, gang. Like, so many. Again, I mentioned OSHA. Why is there no barrier there? Why is there no barrier? Not even a guardrail. This is sort of stuff that you'll see. The Syndicate is sort of a shady criminal organization that's doing some bad shit. The TCF wants to bring them down. Yeah, basically this is, they're like, yo, don't mess up. But here we go. Now, none of the stealth stuff in this particular map matters, but there's a compass that will show you where to go. That's sort of what the game is talking about here. And there's some other, I think there's some jumping stuff that we can check out Is there something that we can find here? Let me see. Jumping, like I said, is super wonky in this game. Okay. And I think we can actually get to the second level, which is kind of cool. It's utterly unnecessary, and then we can do this. We're just unlocking doors right now. Excuse me. And oftentimes you'll have enemies just like pop up out of nowhere like that. Now, guns in this game are great for a lot of reasons. Come on. Dude. That is a jump flip kick, or excuse me, a jump flip. It is useful, very useful, frankly. Always good to check on top of containers. But really, like, at the end of the day, we are a badass little agent who's got a gun. Guns are great in specific circumstances, and some guns, like, change the way that you play the game. They're so good. Now, what I want to do is I want to break this guy's back. But, of course, he did not allow that. Now, one combo that you're going to see a lot from me is jab into kick throw. That's the one that I did just there, where I threw him back over my head. It's a really good move, and it like affects every character in the game, all the big bodies, whatever. So that gun is very good, and it is problematic in a big way. It does a lot of damage very fast. Hey Fiona, can you close the door? My daughter has an earache, and she cannot hear me. Either that or she's not listening, which would be par for the course. So, what do we got over here? I think we have, yes, we have another clip here. Perfect. Now we've got 3 clips worth of ammunition. Now we can just mess people up. And that's all it takes. So this is a hypo. Hypos are great. They heal you, and they heal less if you use them consecutively. But if you heal at full health, they will grant you overhealing, and your strength will increase, which is cool. I'm not good enough at this game to like do anything about that, frankly. Like I've never used it strategically or tactically. But here is the dude we were sent in here to look for. He's dead. He real dead. Not good. But this does move the story forward. We're talking to Heihachi again.
Keep moving.
Let's pick up the data pad. We can actually read this in our little thing. And then, yeah. Oop. Okay. So, this guy has a tick throw. So that is like a common thing. So that combo is guaranteed on almost every character, and you always want to... This move as well is amazing. So that is just forward kick. It staggers. It's got that little sort of light, like, not chemtrail. Why did I even think of the word? Like, it's got that little motion trail on it. It's just good. It's just a good move. It staggers, can lead to throws. Like, it's legit. Okay, this is... That's what you want, basically, to use it for. You want to stagger into, like, a running throw. That could have been a back throw. We didn't get it. One thing that you'll also see me do a lot is I'll, like, peek around walls like this. So you'll see this pretty often where I'll try to find people. Yeah, so let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking. So we got to go down. You'll notice our compass is saying down. We need to be on this level. I don't think there's anything on these things here. Now, we're going to do a lot of this. Now, this is our first checkpoint. This game has checkpoints. Every level has multiples. There's a dream that we have where we actually get to like backbreak somebody. The AI makes it very difficult until you get a specific weapon where it's like an like a stun gun basically. And so all you do then is you stun people. You follow them, you stun them from the back, and that's it. You get behind them and you nuke their friggin' faces. Well, you backbreak them. You don't nuke any face. You just backbreak. Now, oh, oh, no. We tried. We tried. Now, I think this dude, we're caught on the geometry. Geometry, as always, we are haunted by PlayStation 2 geometry in this game. Now, we've got a couple of other enemies here, and they are equipped, I believe. Notice here that move was a high. Wasting not a ton of bullets. The tick throw. It's always the tick throw. There's no way to escape that, which is crazy to me. Here, we're going to wait. Gotcha. That works every time, basically. It's really good. It works even on the strongest enemies in the game. Now, do we actually need to go in here? No, but here you'll see, if we can, I don't think... Enemies only have a certain number of shots in their weapons, and they only have a certain number of clips that they actually can use. So it is kind of nice if you are... if you're playing and you don't have to... Like, if you're really far away and you're worried about getting hurt, or blah, 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 you can actually get somewhere safe, have the enemy use all of their clips on you, from a safe place, and then they're, you know, then they're dead. Or rather, that's one of my favorite moves in the game, that specific string. Very useful. The real question is, okay, so here's, can we... No, dude. You gotta be kidding me. So that's a solid combo right there. That's just like kick. Excuse me. Normal punch, kick, kick, kick. Kick, kick, and then forward kick. Really solid early game combo. Takes out most characters. Just a really good option. So we've opened a whole bunch of doors. We found our dead colleague. We've hit another checkpoint. Now here we can do this. Here's a ninja. Now these dudes are very frustrating. This one in particular will try to hit a panel. Excuse me, not a panel. He'll try to hit an alarm. And we don't want him to do that. So we killed him. Shot him in the back, which is a... Is that a classic cop move? Should I be saying that? Is that allowed? The TCTF are far from good guys. It should be noted. They have a lot of problems. This is, see, there's the panel there. Excuse me, there's the console, the alarm. And I think a guy just shows up here. You'll get that in a couple of instances in this game where, like, enemies are just scheduled to show up at certain points. But here we go. So we're almost done with this level, I believe. We have a couple of different areas, like maybe one or two other areas to go through. Let's trip this dude. Dunk. There's our slide coming in handy. And that, again, that's like bread and butter. One of the best little moves in the game. Now you'll notice this game is like open, like open. And again, OSHA regulations. Completely, nobody cares. Nobody cares about OSHA in this game. Um, but it's open, and I there was a visual designer, or somebody was working on this game, and they popped onto the Reddit, and they said something like architectural vistas. Like that's how they describe the game, and that's totally true. Like that's exactly how I think about this game. Just like huge open expanses. Um, the PS2 version is like very neutered compared to any of the other ones. And the reason I'm looking for stuff is I don't remember where everything is in this game, and there are a whole bunch of not necessarily secrets, but there's extra items that you can pick up, ammo stuff, just certain things like that you can get. You can hit consoles multiple times if you feel like it. Later in the game, there's going to be stuff worth looking for. Extra hypos, extra, tons of extra stuff that's very useful later. So, oh yeah, try to beat up the dude. No, beat him up. Beat him up. We'll get a back break. Come on. So sometimes they will beat up bystanders. But maybe not this dude. That's my tick throw. So we don't all have tick throws, but so occasionally civilians will help out. They give you stuff like hypos. They'll give you ammo. Later in the game, they'll even give you a bunch of very useful other items like force fields and invisibility. So expect some silly shenanigans with those going forward. I think that... Is there anybody here? Did we already go through this area? We did. Okay, let's go up to the... This guy said to go to the top, yeah? Yeah, this dude's just like fucking dunking on him. Okay. Our time to shine. Oh, one backbreaker. Just one. Fucking love that. Alright, so he's going to open some doors for us, as is per usual. But what's important here is I got a backbreaker. We are one for like however many attempts we've been going for. Was there anything down here that we want? Okay, let's go. So here we've got just taking bullets to the face like nobody's business. Also, again, sort of the architectural vista. You'll see like you can see the whole map. This whole area you'll see. I don't think there's too many enemies here. Speedrunners, I'm sure, could like jump down and like land on like random pixels and do an amazing job sort of navigating these spaces really cleanly. I am not that guy, and we just lost a whole bunch of life doing that. Unintentional, but whatever. Okay, we're just gonna sidekick this dude. That's what we were gonna do. Boop. Okay. So I think all we were supposed to do here is go in that, open up that garage bay. Right? That was... Yeah, I think that's all we were supposed to do. I just want to check over here. I don't remember Is there anything interesting over on this side of the map? Did we come from this side, or like what am I doing? An extra hypo, baby. So that's what I mean by investigating. There's always, there's typically something to find, even in out of the way locales. Can we jump? I bet we can jump to that container. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that was speedrunning-esque. Excuse me. All right, so now our final thing here. We're just gonna do some sneaky deaky stuff.
Syndicate troops are trying to remove evidence from the warehouse.
And it's basically like we've got this truck, and we got to get all the way over to that thing over there. And so that's what we're gonna do. We've got our ballistic ammo. We got to get up through here. Take a freaking seat, bruh. And then that's it. That's the end of our first mission. She uses the crane control to mess up the truck. Because again, there's weapons shipments or something in there that Konoko needs to stop. And I don't think so, brother. So mission 1 successful. TCTF troopers come in, and like first mission MBD. She also finds that with her downed colleague, she finds clues to a building, a research facility, and she wants to go check it out. Yeah, Griffin is not having it. Notice that he talks her like data and latency, her scientific stuff is sort of fluctuating in ways that they don't quite understand. But Konoko's very strong-minded about specific things, very stubborn, and there you go. So basically, they've got some science stuff going on in the background. Konoko's like, I just want to do my job, bro. The Syndicate are bad. Let me take them out. And there you go. So this next mission, we're actually going to start with 2 allies, which is kind of cool. Like, that is a thing. You can have NPC characters help you out. They are idiots, but that's it. That is the beginning of our Oni journey, and that was super fun. I cannot wait for more of this, so expect more in the relatively near future. Probably once a week I'll post some of this game and we can talk about it, and I'd love to hear what you guys think, because this is a really old title. This is 22 years old, and I still have deep nostalgia for it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to Avler, Joseph Gibbs, and Mocha357 for being members of the channel, and we'll do mission 2 next time. Later, gang.